All right. Let's fucking do it. Go! Greatest show. It's me, Uncle Dusty. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Love each and every one of you. As always, we got to do what we do on the world's greatest show. It's Wednesday. Everybody loves the hump day. So we got to hump it tonight. You know it. And folks, I got to apologize in advance. You know what happened to me? I accidentally became a crypto bro. No, not Dusty. No. I'm the last one you'd have thought. So here's what happened. So you guys remember how I'm invested, right? I got like $1,000 and I'm like, I got to invest for my future. So I'm on this new investment website and they have a feature called Copy. So it shows you all the traders that have done the best. Like these people made 100% more money in a year. And so I went to the one that's done the best and I was like, just copy. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I don't know what clicking this button's going to do. So I clicked the button copy, and I actually bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Yeah, so now I'm a fucking crypto bro. And like, I gotta admit, it's changed me, folks. Actually buying Bitcoin instantly changes you. I just wanna walk around and be like, I got diamond hands, motherfucker. So I apologize in advance for what I've become. I have joined the dark side, god damn it. Do not take financial advice from me. Don't do it. And all right, folks, let's go ahead and get started. I got shit I got to do. Gonna start off some CHUD Watch. Sing along if you know the words. CHUD Watch. Talking about CHUD Watch. We talk about just then buy some crypto. And first up on tonight's CHUD Watch, close that shit down. Boom. We're up here, Dusty. Yeah. Start with Andrew Tate, who I do not like to cover because giving this guy attention just makes him more money, regardless of how much you point out what a sack of shit this guy, what a rapist, what a sex trafficker. It doesn't matter. Pointing out only helps him because he only attracts the worst among us. People who want to go out and find the worst among us to follow and worship. So I hate to do it, but we already knew a lot of this. But this came out this week. Leaked texts show Andrew Tate's alleged trafficking tactics. And this is important to point out because these are the same people continuously calling gay and trans people groomers. Yet people like Tucker Carlson will host an interview with him on the largest social media platform, a softball interview, sucking his dick, not holding accountable. And then Elon Musk, richest man in the world, will use his position to signal boost this shit. They do not care. So this is kind of evil that we're dealing with. When far-right influencer Andrew Tate was arrested by Romanian authorities on suspicion of sex trafficking last December, the Romanian agency argued that Tate and his brother Tristan used a lover boy method to lure women to their compound in Bucharest under the guise of having a relationship with them before forcing them to do sex work. Tate has maintained his innocence, arguing that he never at any point had to coerce any of his partners into doing sex work for him, and recently telling Tucker Carlson that he had no financial motive to force women to make online content for him, even though he's repeatedly gone online and told his sycophants that that's how he makes his fucking money. That's how he bought all his cars, by getting these women to work for him and then using them to con lonely, desperate men out of their fucking money. Like you would imagine the worst among us would do. So apparently somebody that was in his hustlers club or whatever it is that you have to pay to be a part of Tate's bullshit released some of the messages that he was sending to the group. The screenshots obtained by Rolling Stone appear to be from a channel titled War Room, PhD, a reference to Tate's now-defunct Pimpin' Hoes degree program. My job was to meet a girl, get her to fall in love with me, to where she'd do anything I'd say, and then get her own webcam so we could become rich together. Read a now deleted description on the website for the PhD program. In the messages, which are dated from June 2021, a user identified as Tate Andrews headed on the Telegram chats with his War Room members, according to previously verified message of the group, starts by expounding generally on the virtues he looks for in a female partner. Give me an average moron with no skills who's blind loyal, he writes. I judge basically all females by loyalty. If they're loyal and they won't leave, in the end, they'll do everything I want. Tate also posts screen grabs of Instagram photos of other women, referencing them as targets and assets to get them to cam. A visa asset has agreed to do OnlyFans, PhD write-up forthcoming, he writes on June 17, 2021, texting a video of an unidentified young woman. He later sends a photo of two women he purports to have moved in together, both of whom are currently listed by Romanian prosecutors as alleged victims of Tate's sex trafficking program. In the messages, Tate explains how one of the women, who moved from her native country to be with him and has lost her support network at home, had been begging to see him. So in order to make her move her more dependent on him, he writes he made up a story that he had spoken to friends of hers who had claimed she had worked at a sex club prior to meeting him, prompting him to become angry at her and threatening to kick her out. In the text, Tate appears to explain how this lie succeeds in putting the woman on the defensive and making them more dependent on him. The real goal is for her to agree to never go anywhere without me, not even her own hometown, he writes. I need her working. Tate then includes what appears to be a screen grab of text conversations between him and the woman, in which he explicitly tells her, you are never going back to your hometown, even to visit, and you don't need to leave the house in Bucharest. We are together always. Yes, I understand, the woman replies. According to the anti-human trafficking organization, the Flores Project, isolation is one of the tactics a trafficker uses to distance their victims from anyone who might weaken their influence or contradict the messaging they're providing. By isolating their victims, traffickers make it more difficult for them to reach out to others for help later down the line, the Flores Project writes. According to leaked messages, however, War Room members appear to view isolation as key to getting women to do their bidding. That isolation is critical, one user writes. Yeah, it's a whole group of sex traffickers, and he's the King Daddy sex trafficker. The same people that worship this guy are the same ones buying out the theater for Sound of Freedom, believing that buying tickets to this movie helps stop sex trafficking. While on the other side of the mouth, literally defending, supporting a rapist sex trafficker. These people ain't a goddamn bout shit. In later messages, Tate appears to recount in detail the process by which he recruited the woman to work for him by producing sexualized content online. In the thread, he includes a screen grab of what appears to be a text from her in which she protests against sending him a sexy photo or camming and doing OnlyFans because my body is intimate and only my husband should be able to touch and see. In his message to the War Room members, Tate appears to frame this clear lack of consent as both a challenge and a teaching experience for his acolytes. This is about the maximum difficulty that you experience in the business, he writes. If we all agree on that, I'll give you a play-by-play of what I try. He then solicits feedback from other War Room members and asks them what they would do to convince their partner to do sex work for them. I would try to a good cop, bad cop ruse, writes one person, act deeply hurt by her refusal, flip it on her, and get her to start feeling guilty or cry, because Tate says he'll be making the play tonight to get her on cam. Since she moved to Bucharest, she's been fed, but nothing else, he writes. She's broke, and she can't go home, and she can't leave the house. Man, I sound almost evil, but I'm not. I'm a shepherd leading the sheep. She doesn't realize that following me makes her life better. Yeah, they know they're evil, and they don't care, folks. They get off on it. And they know the more evil they are, the other bottom feeders on the planet will worship them. This is what Donald Trump does. And he's right. Joe Rogan went on his podcast, the largest podcast in the world, and glowingly talked about how much he enjoyed the fact that his kids like Andrew Tate. He supported them liking Andrew Tate. He bragged on Andrew Tate to his own children, folks. A sex trafficker who abuses women and costs with other money, but they don't care. Everything they say is a lie. Everything they say is a joke. They could not give a shit about sex traffickers. They're their biggest fucking fans. And these people are fucking broke brain in the goddamn head. It's crazy. Incels. This is the very definition of it. So this is the kind of stuff posted in Andrew Tate groups. Beautiful girl here posted next to a picture of Andrew Tate, a bunch of meatheads sitting around a table with a headline, "What are you doing if Tate calls you to a meeting, but you're already on a date with this chick?" Well, first off, none of you guys have any shot with this fucking chick. So let's just nip that brain fart in the bud right there. But the replies are so goddamn pathetic. These are the people who go around calling people cucks. Imagine being this big of a cuck for another man. I can't even understand it. I'm a soy boy left-wing liberal. And I can never imagine bowing down to another man like this. First off, how is this even a question? I'm with Team Tate, says Nick. Lato says, step one, I say, baby, I need to handle some business. Meet you in the hotel later. Step two, take some pics on the way, being on the road that I will post later during the meeting with Tate. Step three, once I'm back at the hotel throwing 10 G's on the bed that I already had, this is how it's done, baby. These people are so sad. Good God, you guys have never touched a woman. It's obvious. Shad says, she'll respect the fact you have priorities and are on a mission. Saying something came up and throwing some cash on the table and heading out is actually a power move. Totally powerful. Going to cucking for Andrew Tate. Can't get any more alpha than that. Shibbo says, bruh, that girl is worthless. Without Tate, that girl is worthless dinner. With Tate is priceless. You do the math, Morpheus. Yeah. Who cares about a hot girl? Andrew Tate. Let's go suck Andrew's Tate's dick. MG says, go to the fucking meeting. If Tate calls you to a meeting, it's to talk about something important, exclamation point. Something that is going to help you make more money. And Daniel Ackle says, fuck that date. When the boys call, you answer. Yeah, you guys are gay as fuck. Sorry, nothing wrong with that. It's fine to be gay. Just quit pretending you're not goddamn gay. Because this is the gayest shit I heard my fucking life. Ricky says, spending some alone time with alpha males. If you have to call yourself an alpha male, you are not an alpha male. Hanging out with one woman. They are all the same. Not to mention the chick is white. And I'll never race mix. Curious Cake says, she becomes an offering to Tate. Laughing myself crying. Take her as a present. She'll come to the meeting with me, but she'll be under the table while Tate gives us the game plan, if you catch my drift. And see, this is why these guys worship Tate so much. They know he sex traffics women. They know he abuses women. They know he sees them as objects, has no respect for them. They're hoes for him to make money off of. But that's why they love him, because behind all of this is a hatred for women. These men have been rejected by women so many times that they love the thought of women being abused. To them, it's retribution. Turnabout is fair play. This is how women have treated me, so fuck all these women. You go, Andrew Tate. The more he abuses women, the more they love him for it, because they're broken little goddamn boys. People that follow sacks of shit, like Joe Rogan. So sad, and I agree with this one. I love how Andrew Tate keeps talking about breaking free of the Matrix when the dude is literally Cypher. He will betray you all for a fake stake. That's right. Just put me back in the Matrix. Make me an actor or something. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. 100% Cypher from the Matrix. Gotta love it. And I forgot to mention it, folks, but get your super chats in. Please support the show on super chats. We only got $25 so far. I don't sell anything. I do not allow ads on the show. I lose money by not allowing ads, but I don't want you guys to have to sit through ads. So please support me. There's a $sign over here where the chat is. Donate money. The more money you donate, the more serious I take a question. And then a Fat Dusty pops up and eats your money. So please support me and these beautiful cats that are surrounding me. All the cats, all the time. This is Miss Misty. She decides she needs to be in my lap now while I'm doing the show. So thank you guys in advance. Please support the show so I can continue to do it. And next up on CHUD Watch, Mitch McConnell went out there today and a little hamster in his wheel stopped. It appeared he had a stroke on national television in the middle of his speech he was giving. Maybe we shouldn't have. Want to know why our country is so fucked? Because these geriatrics who don't even know where they fucking are. Fucking our shit up, goddammit. And people are like, hey, regardless of what you think about Mitch McConnell, I know we all wish him a speedy recovery. Fuck that. No, we don't. I hope his brain melts in his head and then the brain goo leaks out of his fucking ears and then infects all these other motherfuckers and they die by proximity. Fuck them all. I'm not nice. I'm not going to pretend to be goddamn nice to these motherfuckers. They're evil. They're destroying our goddamn planet. Our future might not even goddamn exist because of them. Die already, fucking dinosaurs. And speaking of which, like I said, they don't care, folks. They don't care about child rape. They don't care about pedophilia. They don't care about grooming. The same people are constantly like, hey, they'll do this and this and this, but they won't go after the people on Jeffrey Epstein's list. Meanwhile, one of the main people on Jeffrey Epstein's list was Donald Trump, folks. So we found out at the recent Ghislaine Maxwell trial, Trump flew on Jeffrey Epstein's private Lolita Express 6 more times than we already knew. And as I pointed out to you guys multiple times in the past, Epstein had 12 pieces of contact information in his little black book for Donald Trump. 12. Not to mention that there's film of them together hanging out partying. Donald Trump is on video talking about how he knew Epstein was hanging out with a lot of underage girls and shit. Nobody cares. Republicans could not give a shit less about any of this. Somehow this guy is going to be the one that goes and arrests and murders all the sex traffickers, all the pedophiles, when he himself is the main fucking one, y'all. Crickets for them. Cricket. This doesn't exist. Just nuts. Meanwhile, they're focused on the really important things. New poll. Trump voters say racism against whites is a bigger problem than anti-black racism by a lot. Yeah, no shit, they think this. Who's surprised? Nobody's fucking surprised. We all know that's exactly what they fucking think. Because it's so hard to be a white fella in this day and age, isn't it? Oh my God. The horror of being a whitey. When will white people finally catch a break in this country? I'm going to cry about it. And bad tidings for Steve Bannon. One of the main associates of his in the We Build the Wall fraud got sentenced to 5 years. Now, reminder, Steve Bannon himself was charged in this case. But he was pardoned by Donald Trump. So literally, these con men will steal money directly from Donald Trump supporters. Donald Trump will pardon the people who are stealing money from his own goddamn cult. And they don't give a shit, folks. It's just so fucking bizarre how he can literally do anything and they do not care. I've never seen anything like it. So apparently he might get charged again in this case. That's why they're so insistent on making sure Trump becomes president again. Because their freedom literally depends on getting Trump back in the White House so Trump can pardon all the criminals that he continuously associates with. He brings the swamp with him, folks, but nobody on the right gives a shit. The party of nothing. And speaking of which, Rudy Giuliani, Trump's lawyer, admitted that he made false statements about Georgia election workers. Yeah, he went out and just accused these 2 Georgia election workers of being responsible for helping steal the election. Meanwhile, they did nothing. He accused them of handing back a thumb drive that helped steal the election back and forth. Meanwhile, it was like a mint or something. So, yeah, they filed a lawsuit against him, and he's already admitted in the case, yeah, I lied. Of course I lied. That's what I fucking do. Once again, no Trump supporter gives a shit about any of this, folks. Lie, down to lies. That's all they do. And speaking of Trump supporters, Ice Cube, we already knew Ice Cube was a giant fucking sellout, but he's like speed running the sellouts in the past couple days. He running the circuit, y'all. So he been on Tucker Carlson show, hanging out with Piers Morgan, Piers Morgan, he's all over the Joe Rogan show, just doing whatever he can. Yep, Ice Cube and Kanye kissed his ass for the right-wing clout. Money changes people, y'all. I know this firsthand when I used to have fucking money. This is Mr. Fuck the Police. No matter how hardcore, no matter how street you are, once those millions start rolling in, not everybody, but most of them are like, fuck this, I earned this money. I dare having to pay back into the system that allowed me to have success. And they would just sell out everything they once claimed to believe in to make sure they don't have to pay another dollar in fucking taxes. They'll jump on the Trump train. They'll associate with every right-wing white dipshit they can and burn their own fucking communities down in order to make an extra buck. And that's all this goddamn sellout is. So, this week he went on Tucker Carlson, brought Tucker Carlson to the, I don't want to say hood because that sounds racist, to the more diverse neighborhoods, smiling and laughing. Yep, Ice Cube explains why he did not get the jab as he takes Tucker Carlson to his neighborhood.
Why wouldn't you take the vax?
Because he's a fucking moron that believes every right-wing thing he hears. He has no ability to critically think about anything. He did not research it one iota. He's a fucking contradiction piece of shit.
You had a direct order to take it. You were told to take it.
Yeah. I'm not real good with direct orders.
Literally all they wanted to do was get vaccinated, so he did make his other co-workers on the movie set they wanted to work on be put at risk. Yeah, you were ordered. That's the least you can do to make sure the set in which you're the star of is safe for the people gathered around to help make you more successful. But yeah, you were ordered. Such a badass, isn't he? By making his workplace less safe for his coworkers.
But on a whole nother note,
but it was a command. I mean, I'm sorry, they told you. I mean, they couldn't have been clearer about it.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
Yeah, and you were fired and lost out on $9 million. So, you sure showed them.
Did you take it?
Of course not.
Tucker Carlson is vaccinated as fuck, y'all. Lying piece of shit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't ready. You know, it was 6 months, you know.
So who's to blame for that? Trump? You're going to show on Trump right now. You're both going to show on Trump. You're not? You're not going to mention Trump at all? You think that Trump rushed out a vaccine that's unsafe and going to kill people, and you still going to support Trump? Okay, well, you ain't about shit then.
And a rush job, and I didn't feel safe.
But they told you you were safe.
I know what they said. I know what they said, and I heard them.
You did?
I heard them loud and clear.
Clearly not.
But it's not their decision.
Right,
there's no repercussions if they're wrong. But I get all the repercussions if they're wrong.
Yeah, you get a lot of repercussions if you catch COVID and die. You're so fucking stupid. And yep, I agree with the comments. This man got a white nationalist in the hood smiling. Don't make no damn sense, but it does because he's rich. It's a big club, and you and I aren't in it. And as Ken Booyah says, Ice Cube has lost his goddamn mind. He let Tucker Carlson guide him with loaded questions into taking shots at Obama, BLM, and COVID vaccines, while Tucker sat there goading him and giggling. I used to think Q was smart, but he's dumb as hell. He let Tucker use him in a big way due to his laws. They didn't get used. He's part of it. No one is taking advantage of him. He is full 100% in. It's a big club and we're not in it. And as Bishop says, basically Ice Cube gave Tucker Carlson an N-word pass. He emboldened Tucker to spew his racist vitriol and to use his comments for cover. I don't care what our criticism of Obama or BLM is. White supremacist trash like Tucker don't get to talk about them in our faces, but he doesn't care because now Tucker can say, hey, I'm not racist. I had Ice Cube on. Ice Cube agreed with everything I said. You guys are racist for not agreeing with me and Ice Cube. 100% cover Ice Cube gives white supremacists and racist in order to make sure he can keep an extra buck. Can't get any more of a goddamn sellout than that. And then Ammon Bundy, you guys know who that guy is? He's one of these anti-government protesters. Guys had armed stands against the government and nothing happened to him. You and I should try that shit. Dude goes public. Talks about how he's not going to pay taxes, don't pay his taxes. They don't do fucking shit to this guy. When you're a right-wing douchebag with lots of guns, you can get away with it. Well, he got sued by a hospital. Apparently, he's running for office. And so, like all these right-wing grifters, he has to find some kind of conspiracy theory to throw his hat behind. Something to rile up the QAnon crowd, the dipshits. So what he chose was this guy whose kid was taken to a hospital because this guy was abusing his child. And so the hospital kept the dude's kid there to keep him safe from the guy who was abusing him and to give him treatment. So the guy who abused his kid teamed up with Ammon Bundy and went public and accused the hospital of kidnapping the child. Made all kinds of unwarranted claims about the hospital, lied their ass off about him. So the hospital sued them both and won $26.5 million. Now, they're never going to see a penny of it. This guy's not going to pay a dime. And the government probably ain't going to do shit to him about it. Because like I said, when you have an armed militia behind you, the government's scared as fuck. So maybe I should get an armed militia behind me and stop paying my taxes. Let's see how fast they cracked it on my ass. But like I said, when you're a right-wing shithead, they let you do it. Speaking of right-wing shitheads, fake Democrat RFK Jr. going on Fox News, you know, like all the Democrat shitheads do. 100% spouting every Russian talking point he can spout. Lying his goddamn ass off. And of course, the audience, which is 100% pro-Russian now. Conservatives just all in on Putin for some reason. It's the craziest fucking thing. Hooting and hollering, cheering as he lies his ass off and spreads Russian propaganda.
Use language art, and you use the design of agreements.
So Ukraine, to appease Putin, who I think is evil, they've already given up Crimea. It was annexed. So what? Now they have to give up the Donbass area?
Ukraine, because of our pushing the Ukraine into the war.
No, we did not push Ukraine into the war. Russia attacked Ukraine after vacating ceasefire agreements multiple times, after murdering hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers during ceasefires, and then invading the fucking country. That's what happened. United States in no way forced Ukraine to avoid these treaties they signed.
On two occasions,
We pushed them into it, or did Putin?
Well, let me tell you. Let me answer your question. Yeah. In 2019, France, Germany, and Russia all agreed to the Minsk Accords.
Right, and Russia violated the ceasefire multiple times. They surrounded the town that Ukraine was supposed to be occupying, and they basically told them during the ceasefire that if all their soldiers didn't surrender, they were going to murder them all. They murdered a bunch of them. That's what caused the treaty to fail. It had nothing to do with the United States. The dude lying his fucking ass off.
That year, Zelensky ran for president. He was a comedian. He had no political experience. Why did he win? Because he ran on one issue, signing the Minsk Accords.
And then he publicly said, hey, the Russians have violated this accord so many goddamn times the accord is dead. They obviously don't plan on doing what they say they're going to do. So we don't trust them anymore, and we're not even going to try for this bullshit anymore. He was very clear about that.
As soon as he got in there, Victoria Nuland in the White House told him he couldn't do it.
That's complete fucking bullshit. Nobody told him he couldn't do it. Russians were violating the treaty left and goddamn right.
Then Putin sends 40,000 troops in.
Oh, yeah, so peaceful. He sends 40,000 troops in. He was just trying to negotiate, y'all. Putin is so innocent. He's so innocent sending 40,000 troops in. It's evil America. We're responsible.
It's not enough to conquer the country. Clearly, he wanted us to come to the...
Yeah, clearly it was no big deal that he invaded the country with 40,000 troops. What's wrong with that?
He wanted somebody to come to a negotiating table. Zelensky came to the negotiating table, signed a new agreement that was the Minsk Accords 2.
And then Russia repeatedly violated it. They agreed to the Donbass region, I think that's what it's called. They agreed to let that region be independent and then immediately turned around and violated that. Putin even said himself that he knew that violating that agreement basically did away with the Minsk Accords. But he turned around and blamed Vladimir Zelensky anyway because, like all right-wing dickheads, they don't take any responsibility for what they did. Everything he says here is a rewriting of history and complete fucking bullshit. So watch the bobblehead conservatives in the background laugh and cheer and hoot and holler for him.
In 2022, and that would have allowed Donbass to stay, and Lugansk to remain as part of Ukraine.
Yes, but he violated that. Why aren't you mentioning that?
We said Putin signed it, Zelensky initialed it, and Putin in good faith began withdrawing troops from Ukraine.
Putin in good faith, y'all.
What happened? We sent Boris Johnson over there to torpedo it.
That's not what happened at all.
We want peace we want the war with Russia.
Whatever, why are you blaming America's role in this?
Just fucking thugs, goddamn thugs. And here he is, spreading more Russian propaganda, talking about, hey, there's no way that Russia's going to lose the war, even though they are losing the war.
Said he could resolve the issue. Do you think you can create a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia?
I think we have to. There's no choice. Russia's not going to lose this war. Russia can't afford this. Would be like us losing a war to Mexico.
Russia can't afford to win the war. That's the problem. They're out of money. It's like Russia has a choice in losing a war or not. You know, just willpower alone is not enough to win a fucking war. If it was, we'd all be speaking German right now, right? You get your ass fucking kicked enough, no matter how bad you want it, it don't fucking happen. What you talking about?
They are not going to lose the war.
They are going to lose the war.
Go look at what Russia did in Stalingrad in order to preserve its territorial
They are
integrity.
not preserving their territorial integrity. What the fuck are you talking about? They're literally invading another country. They're invalidating another country's integrity.
Russia's been invaded 3 times through the Ukraine.
Nobody's invading Russia.
Russia's been invaded 3 times through the Ukraine. The last time, Hitler killed 1 out of every 7 Russians. They're 400 miles from Moscow. We already have Aegis missile systems within 12 minutes of Moscow. We wouldn't tolerate that if the Russians did it in 1962 when they put them in Cuba. My uncle was going to invade if they.
I want to talk a little bit about your background.
Just fucking Putin puppet of the highest goddamn order. So of course, Ron DeSantis is talking about making him the head of the FDA or the head of the CDC. Watch this crazy bullshit. Well, I'm not even going to play it. Anyway, this is why we can't have nice things. I'm already about to show you guys a study that proves, because of vaccine denialism, a much larger percentage of Republicans than Democrats died from COVID. You guys already have razor slim margins in the elections. You're committing political suicide. So yeah, let's put this vaccine denialist as the head of the FDA or the CDC. That's genius. Just like how we already had a complete team in place that was supposed to help us prevent a pandemic that Obama assembled, and then Trump got in office and immediately disabled them, disbanded them, which directly led to the COVID-19 outbreak. They're going to kill us fucking all. These crazy motherfuckers, y'all. Just insane. Meanwhile, in Ron DeSantis, Florida, they're trying hard as shit to defend his rewriting of the history of slavery and the teaching of it to students. Mike Pompeo says, if we teach that the founding fathers of the United States of America were somehow flawed, it was corrupt, it was racist, that's really dangerous. It strikes at the very foundations of our country. Yeah, let's not teach the truth or anything. Let's not teach the facts of our history. Let's lie. Let's have rose-colored glasses. Hey, what's the worst that can wrong? What's the worst that can happen if you teach a false narrative of history? And as Jamal Baldwin points out, counterpoint, it's dangerous to teach our children that men who held, raped, and killed slaves were somehow not corrupt, racist, or flawed. It's the exact same people that want to say we can't take down conservative monuments because that's a rewriting of history. 100% want to rewrite history. They ain't about shit, folks. And speaking of DeSantis, folks, apparently he is trying to reboot his campaign. He's realized that saying the word woke 10 million times isn't catching on as well as he'd hoped it would. So now he has a new buzzword that he's using over and over again instead of woke. That buzzword, narrative. Let's see if that works out for him.
Responded to a fake narrative.
That's right.
A false narrative.
Right.
And it parroted, create a narrative. Sometime now, Jordan, again, they're creating a narrative. But, you actually now are in an era of narrative journalism. So it's all about what narrative they can spin. They want their narratives. This does not fit their narrative because they want to focus. So their narrative is to try to ding me in terms of their narratives. I mean, I've been the #1 target archer from the narrative as well. And I got attacked for doing that at the time.
Narrative. I guess it's slightly better than woke, but also don't think that's going to work out very well for him, to be honest with you. Seems like a bad idea. And at least he's getting rid of some of the outright Nazis that he hired. Remember the campaign staffer who edited and made this video using Nazi imagery? We're so back, they say. But yeah, DeSantis fires aide who secretly made Nazi videos. So that's good. A little too late, though. And then, speaking of the groomers and pedophiles, every accusation is confession. So here is Matt Gaetz' best friend and one of the main supporters to Ron DeSantis. According to statements made Tuesday in a federal courtroom, agents with Secret Service found a hard drive containing 80 images of child sex abuse in a vehicle owned by former tax collector and Matt Gaetz' associate, Joel Greenberg. But he was never charged for that offense. Imagine any of us getting caught with even one child porn picture. 80 images of child porn, but because he's friends with Matt Gaetz and the governor, crickets. Nothing happens. They're real worried about pedophiles, aren't they, folks? And of course, his excuse is hilarious. He was like, hey, the only reason I had all that child porn on my hard drive is because I downloaded it so I could use it to blackmail somebody else who I was going to plant it on. So, hey, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not a pedophile. I didn't have this for my own pleasure. I was going to blackmail somebody, and then I decided not to blackmail them, so I just kept the pictures, just like a normal person would do. Just keep 80 pictures of child porn, just in case you might have to blackmail somebody one day. But hey, I'm not a pedophile. Definitely not a pedophile. Just goddamn it. They are about fucking nothing, these people. The worst among us. And like I said, study links vax rejection to excess Florida GOP test. So yeah, let's put RFK Jr. in charge of the CDC. That's a genius idea. Yale study researchers found that registered Republicans had a higher rate of excess death than Democrats in the months after vaccines became available for all adults in April 2021. After April 2021, the gap in excess death rates emerged, with the rate of Republicans 7.7% points higher than the rate of Democrats. For Republicans, that translated into a 43% increase in excess deaths. So, good? I guess it's Darwinism, survival of the fittest, and you guys aren't it. Committing political suicide, keep it up, dipshits. And this is your brain on MAGA, folks. It just melts it down and makes it ooze out of your goddamn ears.
So I posted the other day about JFK saying this should all be wrapped up by the 1st of July. And I had posted on a video saying that it could happen in 1 day, 3 days, or a week. We don't know. That's one thing they have not told us is a date on when the emergency alert will happen. But I do know one thing, guys. My very first video I posted about all this stuff was that Biden has to be taken out of office before they can do the emergency alert. I know it's not the real Biden, but we're going to pretend he is or whatever. The guy acting as Biden has to be taken out. And if they are hearing the Lloyd Brunson case right now, it could happen in the next couple of days. So,
Flash, like Jesus returning.
Hang tight, guys. We're still waiting on that one thing to happen. So it has to happen before we can get it. I know we're all anxious, so I know I am. So
super anxious,
thanks for
folks.
watching. Bye.
I almost feel bad for her because she's put so much of her reputation into this bullshit. Her ego just won't allow her to admit that she's wrong. So no matter how much it still doesn't happen, no matter how much she swears it's going to happen any second and months and years go by and nothing happens, it's sunk cost fallacy. They just can't fucking give it up. And so they become so desperate. It has to happen. I've said it's going to happen so many times. Imagine how stupid I would look if nothing ever happened. So they have to believe it. They have to double, triple, quadruple down. And God damn it, broke brains. Pathetic. And that is my CHUD Watch. Folks, get your super chats in. It's a little light. Support me for doing the Wednesday show. You know you want to. What you got to say, dirty, sexy paws? That lady is able to drive. I know, right? She votes. Her votes count as much as yours does. Twilight music. Play it. Delusional as fuck. They all are. Projection all the time. Did it just get dumber in here, or is it just this lady? It's just that lady. MAGA delirium. Yep. Never seen anything like it. We get to actually watch a cult form in real time and study it. It's actually pretty interesting. And all right, one more section, and then we're going to do super chats. So get your super chats in. It's time for some whoa panic. And first off, all tonight's woke panic. So those of you who watch the after party, and all of you should be at the after party, available to all patrons, might remember I played this amazing young lady who debunked Jason Aldean's claims about his try that in a small town video. He claims, I don't know what everybody's getting mad about. Every video clip I played in this video was real life news footage. Shit that actually happened in real life. So what are you guys mad about? Well, she went deep dived it and she found out he was lying. It was foreign stuff. It was stock footage. It wasn't real news coverage. He was just trying to make black people and liberals look bad. Well, shocker, she has been inundated with racist comments. Let's see. I'm just going to, where does that thing start where it talks about? What the fuck? Come on. All right. No? Is it down here? Here it is, down here. Stark shared screenshots with NBC News of hateful messages she received since posting her videos about Aldean's song, which include racist slurs, fat-phobic remarks, and death threats. Stark said she has tagged Aldean on social media and asked him to denounce the hate mail and discouraged offenders from engaging in violent racist rhetoric. In one message, someone referred to her with 2 different slurs and threatened to hang Stark in their backyard so people could gather around. She described that particular message as the worst of the messages so far. So, yep, this is the anti-woke mind virus on your brain. Makes you a terrorist, folks. They are broken. And hey, when Jason Aldean talks about try that in the small town, he's talking about the buffet. He's talking 100% about the buffet. Here's the peak physical manly specimen. I dare you do something I don't like in a small town, boy. I'm going to whip your ass because I'm so tough. You ain't going to whip shit. So maybe some whipped cream, motherfucker. Maybe try a sit-up or two, doughboy. God damn it, they're so fucking pathetic. And the funniest thing about the Jason Aldean controversy is that he also released a song in 2019 called Rearview Town, about how he defiantly left a small town because it sucked. Yep. When he needs those bucks, small towns suck, and he's escaping. And then when he needs more bucks, small towns are the greatest. will kick your ass in a small town. And the hottest new Halloween costume of the year just dropped. Conservative guy scared of cities. Saw that on the news. Too many of those people there. Can't park Ford Super Duty. Not scared, bro. Adult-sized costumes. So get yours today. Gonna be all the rage. And cringe warning. God damn it, these people are so cringe. So apparently, the wine moms are in love with Jason Aldean's new song. They're like, hell yeah. Somebody finally standing up to free speech and threatening to beat people up or shoot them over their First Amendment rights. So then they're going out there making these cringy videos. I guess she thought this made her look cool. And what the fuck is up with her walk?
That shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. That shit might fly in the city.
This video is everything. She went and found her old abandoned country road out in the field. She got her mom jeans on, and then she's walking, whatever this walk is.
Shit might fly in the city. Good luck,
Try that in a small town. Try what? Wearing that outfit? No, thank you. I get laughed out of a small town if I dress that poorly. Go check on your kids, Mom. And then, yeah, try this in a big city, motherfucker. Yeah, do it. Do it. See how that goes for you. Come on, Jason Aldean. Let me drive you to a big city. Show everybody what a badass you are. Bitch. And then, you know, folks, last night, though, I was actually rereading the lyrics to his song, Try That in a Small Town. And I actually kind of understand where he's coming from a little bit, just to be honest with you. When you, like, deep dive into what he's actually saying in this song. So let me just read you some of these lyrics. You want my gun, my firearm? Come and take it. From me. Just walk right through my small town and take it from me. With your weak, soft, liberal, girlish hands, just try to put those hands on me. Those soft, liberal hands, just put them on me in my small town. Just slowly, gently dragging your fingers up and down my arm, giving me goosebumps. You want my gun? Come kiss me for it. But not like right away. Don't be too like obvious with it. Let's do that thing where our faces get close to each other. And you know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. You just stare at each other's lips, but you're waiting for the right signal to give yourself over to them completely, like it's a walk to remember. Come do that for my gun. Bite my lip and play it with my hair for my firearm. If you want my gun, come spank me for it. Not like too hard, but like, you know, like still hard a little bit, you know. Like don't hurt me, but hurt me a little bit. Make me feel safe at the same time. You pussy liberals, just try and take it. Just try that in a small town. And like, I kind of get it though, to be honest. I almost want to take his gun now, if you know what I mean. A little bit. I'm going to take his gun a little bit. So, and then, Melissa Chin, God damn it. I almost went on a date with Melissa Chin. She invited me to fly out to New York and go see Richard Dawkins with her, like back when I was more chudly. God damn it, Melissa. So she says, the left tried to cancel a song, and now it's #1 on iTunes. And when left-leaning critics smeared an indie movie, it passed the 100 million mark. The right tried to cancel beer, and the parent company's stock lost $27 billion. Interesting asymmetry. Yeah, you could just point anything out like this, couldn't you? Hey, Ben Shapiro whined about Barbie movie for 90 minutes, and it's the biggest blockbuster in history, you know? Hey, Donald Trump tried to overthrow the government and saw himself as a dictator. Now he's going to jail. Interesting asymmetry there, Melissa Chin. God, you're stupid. This girl went to like, I don't know, like MIT or some shit. You dumb. You fucking dumb. God damn. And then, on the woke panic, Little Baby Shapiro still mad, yo. He's all up in arms with the Barbie movie because even his own side has been making fun of him for being a whiny piss baby snowflake and spending so much time bitching about a movie? Benny says, women used to build society. Now they dress in pink and bring a bottle of wine to an air-conditioning theater to cry in solidarity with an actress lecturing America about how hard it is to be a woman. Then rage tweet at people who don't like Barbie. He is so butthurt by all the fucking shit he's taken. Motherfucker, you literally lit Barbie dolls on fire. You a grown-ass man took a notepad, took 40 minutes of notes at a Barbie movie, making fun of people for rage quitting over Barbie. Just no self-awareness whatsoever goddamn ever. It's wild. And speaking of tiny little man babies, white supremacist Booker Eaton Fuentes is back, and he also did not like the Barbie movie, folks. He cannot believe they didn't make a Barbie movie specifically designed to pander to him. They made a Barbie movie for little girls, for women who want to be inspired? What the fuck is this bullshit?
I wanted a fun beach movie. I wanted dance numbers. I wanted the beach. I wanted pink. I wanted shopping.
I wanted white supremacy. I wanted Hitler. I wanted Jew jokes. Goddamn Barbie let me down.
That's what I would want out of a Barbie movie. I wanted whimsy. I wanted fantasy. I wanted a fantastical, whimsical.
I wanted a 15-year-old child bride. I wanted so many things.
Lighthearted beach story. Instead, I got this Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf Jewish deconstruction with the 31 flavors of diversity. It was poo. I didn't like it. 2 thumbs down. Fuck you. Movie sucked.
Are we the snowflakes? Yes, you are. Always been, always will be. Upset about everything, and I'd love to see it. Conservative tears, delicious. And then apparently there was a fight at the Barbie movie. Hey, women, I don't think you were listening to the message of the movie. It's about female solidarity and whatnot. Then after it's over, you go do this shit? What? Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, shit. That's not very empowering to females there, lady. Go back to your seat, finish your Barbie movie. So disappointed in you guys. And that's my panic for the night. And folks, could you become a patron? I'm sorry, I have to beg every show, but this is the only commercial I do. I do it for my own show. Available tonight on my Patreon. It didn't show up. What the fuck? I posted it. I posted the after party on my Patreon. It didn't show up. God damn it. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. That's the other one. I don't know why it didn't show up. I'm sorry, folks. It didn't show up. I have to go put it back. But tonight, right to the show is an after party. We're going to cover a whole bunch of interesting things in the Slow News Week section. It's available to every single level of patron. So, I know it's a pain in the ass to put your credit card information in. I know it's a pain in the ass to go support me this way. But I really need you guys' support. I'm trying to make money to continue to do the show. I'm working hard on it. So please support me if you can. Link in the description of this video. Thank you in advance. And you got lots of exclusive content. So help me out. All right, let's read the super chats. Jeff Moore, what's up, Jeff Moore? Oh, yeah, shout out to Jeff Moore. Reminded me. Thank you, Jeff Moore, for all you do around the house. Jeff Moore has been in charge of getting the roof fixed. So he's been like the foreman on the crew out here. And I had to go to UPS twice for me today because they gave me the wrong package. Had to go back and bring me the right package to make sure that I have enough time to put into this show. So your sacrifice, Jeff, makes the show better. All the work you put into our household makes the show better. It gives me the time to put more time into this. So everybody give Jeff some love. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Big Black Corvette, I am not taking the high road on this one. Mitch McConnell has been a white-hooded, robed thorn in black people's side since 1619. Unnaively, already. Stroke harder, noob. Yep. Die, Tippy Turtle. Die immediately. No turtle power for Mitch McTurtle. Yep. Love you, Big Black Corvette. Appreciate you. And 5 Cult of Dusty gifts. for some of you lucky motherfuckers out there. And 5 from Q4S2. Thank you for your socialism, Big Black Corvette and Q4S. You guys be sure to give them some love. Amdrag 5, thanks for your Tate coverage and bringing it to light, even though it's depressing. Stand up for these women. Yep. I'm trying, but conservatives don't care, folks. It's just wow. Marcus, $5. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate you. Dustin Williams, $5. Appreciate you, Dustin. Swaggering Cat, $20. Awesome, Swaggering. Just enough for the kiddies. Hell yeah, I got one in my lap, Misty. She's decided she has to be in my lap now. I can only do the show with her in my lap. Can't really see her head, but she down here. She down here doing her thing. Methius, please stand in solidarity with the SAG ARFTA strikers by canceling your stream services. Use PrimeWire MX instead. Hell yeah. I use all of the torrent sites. Don't subscribe to shit. Don't suggest you do either. Support them. Dave Cow, I've been triple vexed. Was so excited, waiting to turn into Magneto. Damn it, right wing. It's worse today. I've lost the accent today. I've lost it, God damn it. I'll try harder. I don't know. I can't do it tonight. Justin Shep, $2. What's the coolest magic trick you've ever seen? I hate magic. I fucking hate magic. You know why I hate magic? It's because I don't like being lied to. Somebody's like, I'm going to saw this woman in half. No, you're not. If you did that, I would help whip your ass, you lying motherfucker. So no magic for me. Fuck that. Thank you, Justin. Nadir Hernandez, what up? Welcome to That's Buddies, Nadir. Spam the chat with impunity. Appreciate you. Fenwell, what's up, Fenwell? Thanks for being my island of refuge from the endless sea of chuds. I'm surrounded by, hey, you and me both. I'm in Mississippi. We're all in this together, Fenwell. Appreciate you. Unfriendly Atheist, thanks, Nessie. Thank you, Unfriendly Atheist. R. Tunisia, I'm trying to super chat you my band's name so you can check us out. But YouTube doesn't like the name of the band, apparently. Here's some money anyway. We'll use a code. I'll try to figure it out. Give you a shout out. Thanks, R. Brave Squirrel, $10. They have to be blocking you, Dusty. You are our kryptonite to Andrew F. and Tate. Give $5, guys. Dusty is such a breath of fresh air. Yes, give $5. Help the super chats out if you guys can. I definitely need it. Q Wizard, $8. If you had to save Marjorie Taylor Queen or Cubert from burning building, which would you choose and why? I would save Cubert because she is going to lose the next election and not be in office anymore. So Marjorie Taylor Queen can die because she's too fucking popular with Republicans. Basset Hound Gang, $20. Thanks for a great show, Dusty. Also, your hair is better than Cal's. I know, right? My hair is way fucking better than Cal's. He's put too much gel and shit in his cow, so it's in his hair, so it's like ramen noodling and shit up. Don't do that, Cal. My one black friend says, Dusty, the reason you lose Patreon members each month is because credit and debit cards expire, and the charges won't go through. Here's $4.99. Yes, that's why you have to put your new credit card information in there. And I need people continuously signing up new accounts so when the old ones expire, I get new ones. Like, it's dropped like $1,000 a month, which is a lot. So, like, if you guys will help me out, I would definitely appreciate that. It'll make you feel good. Make you feel good. Feed some cats. Dave Kyle, literally no reason for this chat except to listen to Dusty's amazing Kiwi accent. I don't know. Not good today. It's getting worse. It's supposed to get better. And John Bliss, $2. Mitch needs to be in a home, not in the Senate. I know, right? So depressing that these are the people writing our laws for us, pooping themselves, destroying our world. Depressing. And all right, that is my super chats. Get your super chats in. Gonna read all the rest of them at halftime. Still plenty of show to go. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It's the least you can do. Help me out, dudes. Time for some He Shall Be Elon. Yeah, folks. Woo! Elon. And Elon's on the fast track to destroy Twitter. He's already done so. Can't even call it Twitter anymore, folks. It's not even Twitter anymore. So first off, not everybody loving the name change. Here's Ron, Code Monkey. Remember, this guy is the guy who was Q. There was another guy who was Q first, and then he took the Q account to Ron's website, 8chan, and then Ron stole the QAnon account from him, and he became Q. This is Q. And he's like, not a huge fan of the new X logo. Too similar to the communist hammer and sickle. Yeah, look how identical these two icons look. Basically, they're a carbon copy of each other, aren't they? They're not. They're totally different every fucking way. God, you're dumb. But whatever, as long as you're hating on Elon, I'm cool with it. And then, if you go to Twitter's account, it no longer exists, folks. The main Twitter account, they built up the brand recognition, the entire thing from the beginning. This is what the $44 billion was paid to have. The name recognition. Gone! The Twitter main account no longer exists. He does not want you calling it Twitter anymore. He has rebranded the entire website, folks. So there was another guy who had @X, just the letter X. He registered it on Twitter 16 years ago. So, you know Elon Musk, he's fair with people, so he offered the guy a bunch of money and he bought it. No, I'm just kidding. He seized it from the guy. He kicked the guy off his own account and seized it and gave the guy a new account number @X 1234567899875. So amazing. I mean, obviously Elon has every right to do whatever he wants to do. It's his website. He paid $44 billion for the right. He can do it, but it's still funny to watch. Reminds me of Burns. I didn't get rich by writing a bunch of checks. Elon is so Mr. Burns. And, like I said, Elon doesn't want us to call it Twitter anymore. I don't know why they deleted this. Sucks. But anyway, the picture said, why won't you accept X for who it is? Said by a guy who literally won't accept his own daughter as a trans woman. Wants you to identify the new website with a new name, but will dead name his own fucking daughter. This goddamn piece of trash. So hilarious. And then people are continuously telling him, hey, this is a bad idea, Elon. This is really fucking stupid, dude. The brand name was the value in the site to begin with. You change it to X. It sounds like a porn name. Stupid. Twitter change to X wiped out between $4 billion and $20 billion in brand value, experts say. To which Elon says, X will become the most valuable brand on earth. Make my words. Dude, you literally have an edit feature. You own the site. You can't edit your own goddamn post. Make my words and I'll mark my words. Well, I will make your words. And that's never going to happen, dude. X is absolutely not going to become the most valuable brand in the world. Keep dreaming. In fact, so dumb that Indonesia has blocked the new Twitter in the entire country. Because he bought X.com. So if you go to X.com, it forwards to Twitter now. Elon Musk's radical rebranding of Twitter as X led to the site being blocked in Indonesia on Tuesday under the country's strict laws restricting pornography and gambling. The Southeast Asian country Ministry of Communication and Informatics said the block had to do with the domain X.com, which had previously been used to host content that violated the Muslim majority nation laws against negative material like adult content. The snafu meant that Indonesia's reported 24 million Twitter users were unable to access the platform. Brilliant move, Elon. Less people for your stupid website. Definitely going to be the biggest brand in the world before too long. And then, doing what he do, folks, apparently LeBron James' son suffered a cardiac arrest during a USC. Oh, maybe that's not it. Bronny James. Is that LeBron James' son? Maybe that's not LeBron James' son. It don't matter. USC athlete Bronny James suffered a cardiac arrest during his USC workout. So, of course, Elon immediately goes on Twitter to try to blame it on the COVID vaccination without any evidence whatsoever. Elon says, we cannot ascribe everything to the vaccine, but By the same token, we cannot ascribe nothing. Myocarditis is a known side effect. The only question is whether it is rare or common. Yeah, you know what is more likely to get you myocarditis than the vaccine? Getting COVID. Way more dangerous, way worse for your heart. So let's just spread this vaccine conspiracy without any evidence whatsoever. Do it. Hey, I'm glad you're doing it, Elon. To be honest with you, thank you for doing this. Because the only people that believe you are conservatives, and they're the ones most likely to be killed by your advice. And it's sort of a thinning of the herd at this point. So you're doing God's work. And of course, immediately, the community fact-checked him on what he was saying here. His vaccine misinformation. Readers added context. Studies show that the risk of myocarditis is significantly higher after an actual COVID infection than with the vaccine. Among adolescent boys, the risk of myocarditis following a COVID infection was approximately twice that of the risk following the second vaccination dose. So this is what the Elon's touted repeatedly. Hey, this site is all about the truth, because if somebody posts something that's not true, the community notes will correct them immediately. So this is going to be the most trusted site in the world only. The rules don't apply to Elon Musk. So obviously immediately, the community notes were removed from his comment because you can't correct Daddy Elon on his own website. Fuck that. Do as I say, not as I do. Different rules for him. And he has the right to do it, but I have the right to make fun of him about it. And I guess it was his son. I was right. LeBron James' son. I know nothing about basketball, so forgive me. But he wasn't the only one to go out there and spread vaccine conspiracy theories about this poor kid's medical condition. Over on Telegram, LeBron is a Satanist. Probably a ritual or a sacrifice. Yeah, he killed his own son, folks. Isn't that true? Sacrifice. That crossed my mind also. I read where LeBron is trying to climb the ropes in the Illuminati. I guess if his son dies, we all know why. Yeah, definitely. That's the only logical conclusion. LeBron killed his own son to join the Illuminati, which is a real thing that exists. Sacrifice. That's what I was thinking, totally. You fucking geniuses. Elon Musk fans, every one of you. And then it was pointed out that Twitter's new biggest advertiser is a race realist. Now, I don't see any ads on Twitter because I have an ad block. But from what I'm told, since all the advertisers left Twitter, the main advertisements you see now are for something called Cheech and Chong gummies or something. I guess they're selling THC gummy worms or some shit on there. I guess it's the only kind of advertisers Elon can attract now, because when you lose half your advertisers, you have to drop the rates to bargain bottom. And these are the people that it attracts. So here's the guy, Steve. That's the guy posting all the new ads. He responds to Halil, who says, can someone who is anti-woke define what woke means? Woke is anything conservatives don't like. And why you think it's a bad thing for society? This is an honest question. I'm honestly confused on the meaning of how it is something to be afraid of. And so Elon's new biggest advertiser responds, the woke mind attributes nearly all inequalities to identity class oppression and asks the government to regulate equality in the name of fairness. Or said another way, they believe that people are born with the same capacity. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that somebody born with Down syndrome has exactly the same mental capacity as someone born with a giant level of intelligence, right? No one believes that. No one believes that someone born without legs has the same exact ability of someone who is born an elite athlete. It's just nonsense. So any difference in outcome is evidence of systemic racism. No, that is not in any way what leftists believe. And Halil responds, woke people think race is not a factor in capacity? And Steve says, correct. The fully woke believe everyone, regardless of race and gender, is born with the same capacity. We do not. We believe everybody should be treated fairly and equally. Well, we don't believe every single person has the same capacity, can do exactly what everybody else does. That's just stupid. Nobody believes that. So any difference in outcome is a result of an unfair current or historical societal structure. No, not every outcome, but a lot of them, yes. A lot of the unfair outcomes absolutely come from racism, comes from ableism, comes from misogyny, comes from wealth inequality. Not every single one of them, nobody's saying that. So you're lying. Woke, but not fully woke, blame current or historical societal structures far too much for race or gender disparities and grossly discount other factors, e.g. work ethic. Yeah, it's just the lazy blacks and Mexicans. That's the real problem. Intellect, stupid blacks. Ingenuity, I just don't have any ingenuity, blacks. Risk tolerance, you just don't risk enough for what you want, black folks. And family values. Ain't no family values, blacks. That's exactly what he's saying here. And you think race plays a meaningful part in a person's ability? Yes, he does. Absolutely he does. Race realism, folks. And then somebody says, bro, Steve, listen and listen carefully. You are a racist. You need to touch grass ASAP, get some sleep, and try to be a better person tomorrow, okay? Kiss on the forehead, to which he responds, I don't mean to be racist. Sorry if that's how it sounds. I don't think it is racist to say that different races and genders have different skills and abilities. Yikes. So, yep. This is who is funding X now. I guess I can't say Twitter anymore, even though everybody's going to continue to say Twitter. And CNN wrote an obituary for Twitter. Wrote an obituary for Twitter, and it's pretty good, folks. Here is CNN's obituary for Twitter. Twitter, the text-based social media platform that played an outsized role on society by serving as a digital town square, was killed by its unhinged owner, Elon Musk, on Sunday. It was 17 years old. A zombie Twitter, known only as X, reluctantly endures. A warped and disfigured platform. X marches on like a White Walker, an ugly shell of its former self under the command of a loathsome leader. Whereas Twitter was once a fountain of authoritarian information, X is a platform where trolls can pay a small fee. Not authoritative information. X is a platform where trolls can pay a small fee to have their ugly content boosted ahead of reputable sources. X is a platform where identity verification no longer exists, and impersonation is only a paid subscription away. And yep. Rest in peace, Twitter. We hardly knew ye. Crazy times we're living in. And one more, folks. So, once again, I'm apologizing for this. I become a crypto bro, and I cannot stress this enough. I used to do day trading, and I lost every penny I had day trading. So do not, under any circumstances, take any financial advice from me. With that said, so the big new hullabaloo in the crypto space recently was that apparently Elon Musk is signaling to the crypto world that he might start paying influencers on Twitter in Dogecoin or Dogecoin, how you pronounce that? DOGE coin. And so that has sent the Dogecoin spiraling higher. So I don't know if this is true or not, folks, but if you have money to waste and you want to buy a lottery ticket that probably won't pay off, Dogecoin is pretty cheap, and if they do what he said he's going to do, it looks like Elon's going to pump Dogecoin up. That is the scuttlebutt on the street. Do with that as you will. And so here's the symbol. So apparently next to his location, they have this X, which stands for the website, and then right next to the X is this D that stands for Dogecoin. So he's throwing the whole Dogecoin icon right in next to X, which leads a lot of people to believe this is him signaling that he's going to be paying people in Dogecoin. If he does, it's definitely going to boost Dogecoin up. So keep your eye out for that if you're into the crypto scene at all. Or don't. I don't care. And that is my He Shall Be Elon coverage. What do we think about that? You guys going to invest immediately in all of the Dogecoin or Dogecoin or whatever it's called. Pump it up. Pump and dump that shit. Dogecoin, is that how you pronounce it? That makes a lot more sense. It's pronounced Dogecoin? Really? Dogecoin? Is that really how it's pronounced? Doggy? Okay, I wasn't even close. Doge, not Doge. Okay, Doge? That's just, it's even worse. Now I'm going to sell all mine. I bought just a little bit, like a lottery ticket's worth. Pump it up, even though you don't need it. Clues like QAnon. I mean, it is a pretty big clue, though, because he did put that symbol right next to the X. And he has boosted up Dogecoin before. So it seems pretty likely he's going to do that. We'll see. Sorry, Dusty, no crypto for me. Good luck. I don't care. I don't blame you. Save your fucking money. Donate it to the Dusty Smith Show instead. Way better. Doze? I don't know. That's all too hard to pronounce. Douchey coin. You guys are telling me all different ways to pronounce it. I don't believe none of you anymore. Doge corn? Douche corn. All right, douchey. That's what I'm going to call it. All right, let's move right along, folks. Damn, already an hour and 15 minutes into the show, and we're just now getting to the Beyond Parody. And first up on tonight's Beyond Parody, folks. Once again, this is your brain on Q. This is your brain on MAGA. The whole earth has changed, folks, recently. I'm guessing it must be aliens, because when I was a kid, you never saw the moon and the sun in the sky at the same time. We did all the time. Nothing has changed. Shh, don't tell her.
So, you see this? The moon and the sun are out, and it's a little bit later now, but this shit will be out at 12 o'clock a.m. too, 1 o'clock, along with the sun. So, I say that because when I grew up, the sun came up, rose, and the moon went down. They didn't exist in the sky at the same fucking time, man. You couldn't see the sun, the moon at 12 o'clock in the evening.
12 o'clock in the evening. That's lunchtime,
I don't know what I'm missing.
You don't know what the evening is, clearly.
It wasn't like that.
It was like that.
Back in my day, so growing up. So this was the first thing I started noticing. Something just kept telling me, look up, look up,
Something.
Look up, pay attention to the sky.
It was the devil.
This is how my awakening started. For some reason, I just got real curious in
I just had to stare at the sun.
To the sky. When I seen the moon for the first time around 1 p.m. and the sun directly next to it, like something ain't right here.
1 p.m. in the evening?
My sleepy giant husband is, oh, it's always been like that. It's always been like that. No, the fuck it hasn't always been like that. The Bible directly
He's right. You're dumb.
There'll be signs in the heavens.
Yeah, the Bible also says that virgins get pregnant and snakes talk, so you might want to get a better source.
I don't believe in them type of coincidences.
You believe anything, literally.
I really don't.
You do.
So, I'd like to hear everyone else's opinion.
My opinion is you're a fucking idiot.
Was there ever a time?
Yes. A million times yes.
You would see the moon and the sun
constantly
at 1 o'clock
in the evening?
PM,
yeah.
Right next to each other? Or
they weren't right next to each other.
Am I fucking delusional?
You are fucking delusional, yes. So immediately she got made fun of, called out, so she deleted this video and this video of her whining and crying and playing the victim.
So, I just had to go delete a fucking video I made.
You didn't have to.
First time ever.
You did it because you're embarrassed.
Ever had to go back on something that I had posted. Ever.
Take a hint, bitch.
Because this fucking cow wanted to go and take my shit and share it on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah, welcome to the internet.
Are you losers?
We're
That
losers.
much? You got nothing better to do than go share somebody's shit on another social media thing?
Absolutely.
If you can't see
my
the
job.
changes in the skies due to the magnetic pole shift,
Oh, God.
due to the fucking magnetic fucking field diminishing, that is fine. I do
it's
not
fine.
need you to agree with me.
Sounds like you do.
But this is the only social media I have. The only one.
Okay.
I do not get on other ones because my children are on other ones.
Poor children.
This, I don't have to worry about their little friends following me and
Clearly you do.
not understanding.
Anyway, she whited and it's beautiful, but that's what the internet is, you dumb dipshit. You post it and it's dumb. People are going to post it to make fun of you. That's how the whole system works. And then, folks, did you know that a lot of these clouds in the sky are not actually clouds, but they're spaceships with aliens who are observing us? It's got to be true because this guy in this video and this woman sitting next to him 100% are convinced. Let's see if they can convince us.
So while everybody was asleep, this is happening in the sky.
Oh, no.
When these formations come through your area, take a good look at what's there.
It's a cloud, dude.
It's phenomenal. And
not.
everybody's driving around like nothing's happening.
Nothing is
This is the
happening.
beginning of the grand convergence.
No, it's not.
And these crafts are in our skies.
They are not our skies.
Low.
They aren't.
They are the clouds.
No, they're not.
They are the clouds.
They are not the clouds.
We're at DEFCON 3,
We are at DEFCON
and
3.
things are happening.
Nothing's
They are going to
happening.
intervene and
They're
keep
intervening.
people safe.
That's
Everybody's
right.
safe.
Listen for the signs. They're gonna sound off.
Okay.
And if they come right over your place and they do a big thundercloud,
okay.
you're a starseed.
Oh,
they feel your
okay.
energy.
Yeah, hey, if you hear thunder and you see clouds, hey, you might think that it's just like a thunderstorm and rain is coming. Nope. Aliens and you're a starseed. Psh, feel very special about yourself.
Feel their energy.
Feel their energy. Now, it's two ways. So connect with these guys.
Connect with the
Let them know
clouds.
that you know.
I don't know.
We are here. We're the 144K.
Oh, we're the 44K, y'all. Hell yeah. I want to be one of the 44K. Only I don't, because if I get to heaven and there's like 44,000 of you motherfuckers, I'd rather go to hell or something. And good liars are back, folks. Love me some good liars. And did you guys know that Jesus was dating a hooker? I guess it must be true.
If you look, that's probably the same thing that's going to happen to Donald Trump.
When you see him, the presence that he has in the room, the way he kind of commands the crowd, and the way that
he's been picked by God. Yes.
Yeah. He wears lifts. He wears lifts in his shoes. He wears and commands the crowd, and the way that
he's been picked by God. Yes.
Yeah. He wears lifts. He wears lifts in his shoes. He wears a lot of makeup. He wears a girdle to hold in, his belly. Is that something God would do?
First off, if you knew anything about the apostles, okay, they were pretty much all trash. All right, they all had their bad qualities, and even Jesus was dating a hooker. I'm going to leave it on that one.
We've talked to all kinds of people here. Thank you, sir. That Trump might be otherworldly, but at the same time is trash.
Before he was recognized.
It's like, yeah, it's cool, he's trash. God pretty much only picks trash. Even God himself, in the form of a man, dated a prostitute. Although I don't think the Bible said that. I think they were just friends. God apparently liked getting his feet washed and shit. But who knows? Who knows what they're up to? I ain't going to judge. Sex work is real work. And then, another one of these alpha specimens, folks.
When I saw Trump, I mean, come on. The guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Media goes around telling us that he's stupid.
He is stupid.
He's an idiot.
He is an idiot.
The guy's a genius.
He's not a genius.
I mean, look what he did with his, his construction companies and stuff,
Look what he did with the construction companies. Almost every company he's ever touched has gone fucking bankrupt. He's only made money conning people and then on the reality show, The Apprentice. That's it.
Well, he did go bankrupt a couple times.
He did.
He did, but it don't matter. I don't care what the facts are. He's a genius. He's my president. And then, speaking of beyond parody, Glenn Beck, who has gone public, demanded everybody stop shopping at Target. We must boycott Target for targeting children with LGBTQ merchandise. If you have any integrity, stop shopping at Target, says Glenn Beck. So now he bitching that Target is not selling his book. This just goes to show you how they're not about anything. If he had any integrity whatsoever, he would be like, hey, I'm not selling my book at Target. I'm boycotting Target, just like I told you guys I was. So my book can't be bought there. But instead, he's going on the internet and playing the victim. He's like, why isn't Target selling my book? Apparently, they hate conservatives over at Target. Here's a funny thing. Target is selling his book. His book just isn't out yet. They went public and they said, we are planning on selling his book. It hasn't been released yet. So he's telling people to boycott Target. Meanwhile, demanding Target sell his book and also claiming they're discriminating against him because he's a conservative, folks. You just can't make this shit up. That's all they have. Play the victim 24 goddamn 7. Whine, complain, bitch, and moan. And then tell everybody else to stop complaining and playing the victim. And then on Beyond Parody, I'm starting to think one of these bitches ain't helping very much. Here's an all-female tug of war. Going strong. Ladies in red doing pretty good. They're like, we got this. We got this. We're going to win. They pulling, just pull it away. And then also they said, they losing ground. This woman, what are you doing? That's the wrong direction. What are you doing? So, yeah, kick her ass off the fucking team. She don't know how to fucking do it. How dumb do you have to be not to know how to tug a war? Somebody fire Sally. And one more on Beyond Parody. Gonna finish up with this one, folks. I cannot stress this enough, folks. This is not edited. This is what a bizarre, dark comedy we live in. So this is the second most popular Republican candidate for president right now. Went on Russell Brand's show. This is how unserious of a party the Republicans have become. Once again, this has not been edited.
For example, I've got a grand jury hearing evidence in Florida about misrepresentations by pharmaceutical companies over COVID-19 jabs. There's not another elected official in the country who's been willing to ask those types of questions. You know, we're doing it and we're getting answers for that. So I think I present a great opportunity for people because I have all the right enemies. You see it by how they're attacking me. But I also have a proven record of beating these people, and we would do the same thing as president.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you answering that question. That's an excellent answer. Now, Ron, I'm sure you're aware that our show is sponsored by Sheath Underwear. You know that already. You don't need me to tell you that, Ron. You've got bigger fish to fry. And surely we've noticed that it's summer and it's getting hot out there. And I don't know about you, Ron, but I'm getting pretty hot down there. Now, if you wear traditional, old-fashioned underwear, like your granddad, you and me, Ron, will be vulnerable to sweating and chafing all over our precious reproductive organs. Once that temperature's high, I mean, I don't know what Donald Trump wears on his privates, but I tell you, Joe Biden, that guy goes commando. Summertime is not an issue if you wear Sheath underwear. It's ergonomically designed with separate compartments to keep everything down under dry and cool. This bit's dry and that bit's cool. The quality is amazing. And with so many different designs, there's something for everyone's testicles and penis. So put an end to all that sweating and stop all those embarrassing readjustments. You can stop all of that with Sheath Underwear. Go to sheathunderwear.com/brand.
Good God, how is this real life? They're so unserious. And also, this is why I don't sell shit, right? It's just impossible to be cool. It's impossible to be genuine when you're running commercials like this for products, right? Can you imagine me doing a product like this? Folks, is your ball sack sweating? We'll buy these shitty underwear from my spot. I couldn't do it. That's why I'm so poor. I just can't bring myself to do it. But Russell Brand ain't got no problem selling out. That's all he does, so not shocked to see it. And that is my Beyond Parody. Sheaf, yep. Aren't you guys going to go buy you some sheafs immediately? Classy, yep. Thank you, Ron DeSantis. Amazing follow-up. Russell sees Trump's private. Yeah, I know what Trump's wearing. He's wearing you, Russell Brand, as a jockstrap. Russell has druggy eyes. I can't hate him for that. Diaper. That's true. He is wearing diapers. Big old saggy fucking diaper. Nice segue. I know, right? Can't make it up. Do it. Nope. Not going to sell anything. I would just be poor, folks. I would just be poor. And pump and dump. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pump and dump crypto. And all right. 90 minutes into the show. Still got plenty of show left. Hey. please reward me for not selling stuff. Super chat me. Stump the band. Say something hard. This is my version of a commercial. I just sell myself. I am the product, folks. So please buy me in the super chats. And you asked for it. I brought the section back. I was going to cancel the Karen section, but you guys were like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Karens are part of the best thing this show has to offer. Well, all right. Here you go. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be caring less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Ding! And first off, on tonight's Karen Cavalcade, this Karen went into a local children's boutique because they were holding a drag queen story hour. Oh no! Drag queens reading stories to children. The horror. The horror. So she had to come in there and butt in, let everybody know what she thinks about them because she's a hero protecting the children.
So if you do hold this event here, the police are aware of it.
Oh no.
I'm a lawyer and I'm going to make sure the city council knows and I'm going to make sure the ordinance is enforced.
Hey, let's make sure everybody knows who this lady is. Let's see how long you have your job at the lawyer's office.
Well, you have a nice day. You can't have sexual-based adult entertainment for children. Like, everybody knows that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Oh, hi. Looking out for the kids, because you aren't.
What a hero. She's about to take her kids to Vacation Bible School, drop them off with a youth pastor, let them go on overnight sleepovers with them. Totally cool, but she real worried about the children, folks. Just complete fucking nonsense. And then this Karen apparently doesn't like her neighbors and decides to spray them down with a garden hose even though they have guests over. What a fucking cunt.
I thought you were joking, like doing it as a joke. So hold on.
I'm sorry. I have to water the plants to get rid of the hoppers. There's no grasshoppers. We have babies over there. Please stop watering. Freeze! These are our plants. We can worry about them. No, because your shit comes over.
You know, your shit came over our stuff. Just don't spray us.
We have babies over here.
You're a jackass.
So miserable. 100% that's a Trump supporter. You can just tell by looking at him.
You feeling better?
Hates the world, hates everybody, wants you to suffer like she's suffering.
What's the problem?
Hey, stop. We have a child over here. We do this every night. You can wait until we're done.
Wait, hoppers. There's hoppers everywhere.
Oh,
Hoppers.
Spray it right in your face.
Hey, how rude could a person be? She's rude. Your mother must not be home.
Michael, take her home.
You feel better?
Yeah, don't do that. Just let her do it. Film her. Name and shame that bitch. Although that is sort of assault, to be honest with you. That's what I'm thinking. And then, I don't know if this story is true or not, folks, but I'm going to assume it is. It sounds like something that would be true. Here's a story about a bunch of Karens told on this lady's podcast.
Okay, this old guy, Leroy, posts the subject, upset with my neighbor's Wi-Fi name. Hi, all. The other day, my grandson went to connect to the Wi-Fi, and our neighbor's router name is All Cops Are Buttholes. Now, my wife and I are very upset because he started crying, and we had to explain to him that indeed all cops are not buttholes, etc. And it's just generally a rude thing to broadcast. Is there any way I could possibly call the non-emergency police and have them go over and give them a stern warning? I bet they wouldn't like to hear about networks called All Cops Are Buttholes. Any ideas, guys?
Yeah, let's just violate their First Amendment free speech rights. Let's send the cops after them because I don't like what they're saying. Totally cool.
My idea for you is to shut the fuck up. My idea for you is to tell your grandson to quit being such a pussy. Right. Well, I mean, if this guy's this upset about it and the grandson shares the same kind of DNA, you've got generational pussyism.
Agreed. Might want to butch that kid up a little bit. Fuck the police. And then, broke brains. As far as the eye can see, they're so destroyed mentally, folks. The anti-woke mind virus has crushed their thought process. They're so scared of everything. So you know how sometimes you go into a store, and it's a smaller store, and they don't have like 2 bathrooms. They just have 1 bathroom. And it's for like anybody to use. So lock on it, you open it up, you go in there, and it's like 1 toilet, and you lock it behind you. Well, get out of that, goddammit! You woke motherfuckers are destroying our society. Watch him pitch a fit about it.
This is stupid. People are not picking up on that crap. I don't care what the hell you did. I just did. She just told me my opinion didn't matter. She's going to talk to me like that. I thought I was. She said she was. Stop with the general neutral shit. Men and women are different.
So what? You don't have an option.
That's property management as I was trying to tell.
Pass it up the chain.
I don't have the time.
Pass it up the chain. 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 People are tired of it.
I have a problem. It's on my phone.
You don't have the problem.
And people are tired of it. It's always been like that. You guys just now have started becoming upset about fucking everything. I've been in stores lots of time before all this woke bullshit started that only had 1 bathroom, was unisex. I hope this guy never goes on an airplane. When I was on the airplane going to my drugcation, I was in the very last seat, right next to the bathroom. And it was men, women, children, all coming using the same 1 toilet. Oh no! The airplane was woke. Nobody complained about it. Just these people. God damn it. They're so hopeless. And all right, that is my very quick Karen section. Take a few quick comments, and then we're going to move on to the religious bullshit section. Shing! You're tired of it, and no one cares, asshole. I know. Get the fuck out. No one wants to hear you. Go whine at home. Go cry in your closet. Piss baby. These have been around way before the transpanic. I know, right? Every airplane. All over the place. Very strange. I hate woke airlines. God damn it, me too. I'm not even going to fly anymore. I'm just going to stay goddamn home. And all right, move right along, folks. We're just now getting there. It's religious bullshit. Uno, dos, tres, sing! Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. And prepare your not a drag queen emojicons, because that's all I got this week. Oklahoma pastor Fred Gammon has been ordered to stand trial for sexually abusing and sending texts to a child in his church and asking to smell her underwear. Nice. No protests, no boycotts, nothing. Nothing. Zero. Christian and North Carolina father Jesse McKinney has been sentenced to 50 years in prison for raping 3 children. Here's what he posted on his Facebook. Support the Confederate battle flag. These lives mattered. Your offended feelings don't. I guess the kids he rapes feelings don't matter either. Fuck your feelings, little kids I'm raping. Super cool Christianity. Retired Florida pastor Alan Farabee has been arrested for exposing himself to a 9-year-old girl at a swimming pool. He was arrested the day prior for similar accusations at the same pool. I guess getting caught the first day wasn't enough for him. He's like, well, they didn't arrest me. Let me go expose myself again to another little kid. Super cool. And one more. Georgia man and Christian Keith Gouger has been sentenced to life in prison for raping the 7-year-old daughter of his fiancée. He posted on Facebook, warning, I am spirit-filled, spirit-led, disciple, child of God. Money can't buy me. Sickness can't stop me. Weather can't weary me. The devil can't defeat me. People can't disillusion me. Governments can't silence me. And hell can't handle me. I'm a child of the Most High God. Yes, I am. Time with Jesus. That's right. He's so much better than the rest of us. Him and God are fucking tight as shit. God has his back. Nothing can get him down. I guess raping children doesn't count. Of course, he'll just blame the devil. He'll ask for forgiveness. People will forgive him. It's always the way. It's like it never goddamn happened, but at least he'll probably do some prison time first. So enjoy prison, fucko. That is my religious bullshit. Always the same. Not a drag queen. Not a drag queen. Never a fucking drag queen. Almost never. Just crazy. But no Christian cares. No conservative cares. None of the influencers care. Elon Musk don't care. They're fake. And that's all they got. And let's move along, folks. Let's do a trash world combined with what the fuck again. Trash world. What the fuck? It's a trash world and what the fuck? Trash world. What the fuck? I'm combining these two segments together. What the fuck? And first off, on Trash World / what the fuck? Did you guys see ESPN's Shakai Hillsop, who is apparently some kind of soccer announcer, passed out live on the air? Yeah, this is some scary shit to have happen, I guess.
He's been left behind. He's on the naughty step from BAC.
He's like, oh, I'm feeling woozy. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. You're not fine. Yeah. Yeah. Shaq down.
We need some help.
We need some help, guys. Medical, guys. So I guess he was okay. He didn't say what happened to him or anything. But seems bad. Might want to get that checked out. And then did you guys hear about Aaron Hernandez's brother? Apparently Aaron Hernandez, who is a sports ball player of some type, went crazy. And people thought he was going to go shoot up a school. Started talking about shooting up schools and visiting schools and shit. And so, yeah, he got arrested. According to the BPD, several people came forward in early July claiming DJ had been acting erratically and sending alarming text messages, including one that allegedly read, "We are taking lives if shit isn't paid up. It's been years in planning, just taking notes, names, and locations. They talked their way into this, and it's almost point game." So, yeah, they found out he went and scoped out some schools, and they arrested him for he killed folks. So get your brother some help, Aaron Hernandez. Use your sports ball money. And did you guys read this crazy-ass story? 3 Marines died in car of carbon monoxide poisoning. The 3 United States Marines found dead in a car outside a North Carolina convenience store suffered carbon monoxide poisoning, the Pender County Sheriff's Officer said Wednesday. The Lance Corporals who were found on Sunday were identified as blah, 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 blah. I am saddened by the timeless and tragic death. The Pender County Sheriff's Office said deputies were responding to a report of a missing person when they found the 3 Marines early Sunday at a Speedway convenience store along a highway in Hampstead, North Carolina. A woman called the office that morning indicating that her son, a Marine, had failed to arrive on a flight in Oklahoma the night prior, the Sheriff's Office said. At the time, sheriff's deputies were also working on a separate missing person report. The office said it received a second call later that morning indicating the missing person had been located at the Speedway and that he, along with 2 other Marines, were dead inside the car. So crazy. How does that happen without you noticing? That makes me not want to even drive a car anymore. I'm going to stick with convertibles, y'all. Yeah, investigate now. I bet there's more to that fucking story. And then did you guys hear about Obama's personal chef being found dead in Martha's Vineyard? Yeah, outside Obama's house. They found his personal chef dead. Now, the Obamas apparently weren't there. Apparently, this guy was out paddleboarding or something and drowned. He didn't know how to swim. I don't know why you go out paddleboarding if you don't know how to swim. But apparently, he had posted videos on his social media talking about how he didn't know how to swim and he was like trying to learn. So, seems bad. Might not want to go out on the fucking water if you don't know how to swim, I guess. But needless to say, conspiracy theories galore cropped up. People blaming Obama for this. A personal chef to the Obama family died over the weekend after he was seen struggling in the water while paddleboarding near the former First family's home on Martha's Vineyard. The body of the chef, Tafari Campbell, 45, who was visiting the vineyard, was found just before 10 a.m. Monday, about 100 feet from shore in Egerton Great Pond, in water about 8 feet deep. Holy shit. How do you drown in 8 feet deep? I guess you can drown in anything, but you can like touch the bottom and just kick up to the surface and then breathe, and you'll fall again and kick back up. It's only like 8 feet. Even my little short ass wouldn't drown at 8 feet. I know I shouldn't, like, I'm not making fun, but I'm just saying. QAnon conspiracy theorist Liz Crocken alleged that it's about time we start discussing the Obama body count and asked of Campbell, what did he know? Conspiracy theorist Roger Stone shared a screenshot of an article of Campbell's death and implied that his death was purposeful, saying clearing the decks for her 2024 candidacy, tying up those loose ends, Michelle Obama 2024. White nationalist Stu Peters reported, Clinton White House chief dead, Obama White House chef dead. Dead. If I'm Joe Biden's chef, I'm quitting and getting far away from that family. QAnon grifter Ron Watkins asked, did Obama's chef know too much? Was he planning to talk? Right-wing conspiracy theorist Mark Wallace asked, what really happened here? Drunk, drugged, murdered? Release the footage. On the far-right message board, The Donald, users claimed that Campbell's death was intentional and pushed other bigoted conspiracy theories. Musk reply guy Matt Wallace, who has 1.1 million followers, is leading the pack. Matt says the mysterious death day of Michelle and Barack Obama's private chef needs more attention. As details come out, it's becoming increasingly apparent that things do not add up. Tafari Campbell worked in the White House during the Obama administration. Yeah, they didn't kill his ass. He just couldn't swim. He was very public about not being able to swim. So that's what happens when you go out in the ocean and you can't fucking swim. Anyway, crazy ass shit right there. What do you guys think? Was he killed by Obama? Probably. Probably not. And then, folks, this woman is having trouble carrying her cute little baby kitten. And like, I don't know what this lady's problem is. Why do you have so much trouble with this tiny cat? Oh, okay. Lady, yeah, you might want to put that down. Look, he's just throwing a fit. He ain't clawing or nothing, but he's throwing a fit about it. He's like, no, Mom, I don't want to go. Mom! And that's how I feel, living with all these assholes all day long. Dad, I don't want to get my medication. Dad, I don't want to get off of you, Daddy. And last up on What the Fuck, folks. I saw this very bizarre video last night, and now you guys have to as well. The title is When Steve Harvey Hears a Lewd Answer. And remember, this is the What the Fuck section.
All right, now tell me, what was the last thing you stuck your finger in? My wife, Steve. My
I'm with him. What was that? What the fuck was that? There's a nightmare escape fever dream. Pretty cool, though. I like that. Some amazing imagery. Whoever made that is pretty good. And all right, that is my Trash World What the Fuck section. Already saying this, of course. Well, don't tell me it's old. You wouldn't like me if you tell me it's old. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, that was groovy. I liked it. I want to do some drugs and watch that again. Meat Crayon or Meat Canyon? Metal as fuck that was metal. Metal Canyon Rock. Is that who does that? Pretty good then. DMT trip. You know it. Gonna talk to the jewel encrusted elves. That was great. That was great. Agreed. What's good? That was art. Yep. Made me feel something deep in my bones. What the fuck is right? As always, I deliver. And last chance to get your super chats in, folks. You know you want to. It'll make you feel good. Please support the greatest show. Gonna finish it off tonight, as we usually do. Let's do the heroes. We could be heroes just for one day. And first off on tonight's heroes list, a big shout out to Campbell's Soup. Slapping down one of their customers. So customer says to Campbell's, "Your new commercials with two dads makes me sick." To which Campbell's replies, "Hi Kim. If you're feeling sick, we suggest enjoying a delicious can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Make sure to enjoy it hot so that it can help warm up your cold, dead heart." Oh, snap! Apply water to that burn. Good comeback there, Campbell's. I'm going to assume that's real. I didn't look it up, but we're going to say that one's real. And then, what would you do if you locked your baby into your car? Well, this dad jumped into action.
A Texas father attempted to rescue his child after accidentally locking the keys in his car.
Okay, I don't really understand this one. So he's busting the window down. He's busting his front windshield for some reason. I guess he's just desperate to get his kid out. But then someone is in the car and they hand him the kid out of the window. I don't understand what's going on.
Temperatures rose above 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Harlingen, Texas the day of the incident.
There's somebody in the car and they're handing them the kid. So they get it another way or something? Why did you smash the window?
Someone climbed through the windshield and passed the baby out.
Okay, they climbed through the windshield? Is that what happened?
Police and EMS arrived after the child was removed from the car. The child was not hurt.
So I guess don't leave your kid in the car. Kid was definitely worth a lot more than that windshield. So good to see it. And then, folks, no, Shinehead O'Conner, not Shinehead. Used to love me some Shinehead growing up. Nothing compares to you. Got that soulful voice. Awesome song. And she dead. She died at 56, which is young as fuck. Hopefully not suicide. They didn't say how she died. So you guys might remember she was on Saturday Night Live in 1992 and decided to stand up against the largest cabal of child rapists in the world, the Catholic Church. Got a lifetime ban from Saturday Night Live. People think Saturday Night Live is like woke and left wing and shit. Nope. Lifetime ban for speaking out against pedophilia, against the evil of the Catholic Church. And this is what she did. She tore up a picture of the Pope after singing her song on Saturday Night Live.
We have confidence in the victory of good over evil. Fight the real enemy.
Hell yeah, some hero shit right there. And so this cost her a career pretty much. She got blacklisted, dropped all over the place by agents. Everybody abandoned her. Saturday Night Live, shit all over her. And yep, Sinead O'Conner, Irish singer, dead at 56. She did become like a Muslim later, and she was kind of a moon baddie, but still, some hero shit. Here was the statement she released after the whole Saturday Night Live debacle. She's probably still most famous for ripping up a picture of John Paul. Has that defined her career? She says, yes, in a beautiful fucking way. There was no doubt about who this bitch is. There was no more mistaking this woman for a pop star, but it was not derailing. People say, oh, you fucked up your career, but they're talking about the career they had in mind for me. I fucked up the house in Antigua that the record company dudes wanted to buy. I fucked up their career, not mine. It meant I had to make my living playing live, and I am born for live performance. So, didn't blame other people for her problems, dealt with it, stood up on her own 2 feet, made her fucking way. That's some hero shit right there. Conservatives can learn from that bullshit. I'm going to forgive her for the Muslim thing at the end. I'm just going to assume that was the drugs and shit. And then, big shout out to these workers. This is how you do it, folks. Don't let your employer not pay you. Don't let shitheads get over on you. When this guy did not pay the scaffolding company, they did this.
I paid you money. My missus called me and told me you'd done this. I was like, are you joking? I'm such a pushback. Look at this.
Listen, mate, all you have to do is pay that invoice.
Pay your bills, bitch.
Well, we have, mate, yeah, but unfortunately, we've got to come and do this for like you. No scratches on it, mate.
Mate, the benefit is off. She's got to go get the kids.
Well, you better hurry up and pay them, mate.
Mate, I paid you.
You haven't paid.
I paid you. Have you even checked your
I
account?
have triple checked the account, mate. It's not in there. We've been back and forwards for the last 3 weeks over this.
Listen, regardless, you're trespassing. You're trespassing. You shouldn't have this equipment on my land.
Go in the police then, mate. Go in the police.
Oh, all right.
Do it. Phone them.
Don't even the police on you. Alright, fine. Alright. Right, you gotta get this off. You're trespassing.
I don't want to call the cops because I didn't pay you. So let me just bitch more.
That's what the police are saying.
Well, they better come out here and move us then, because we ain't going anywhere.
Mate, my missus needs to go.
Listen, mate, all you've got to do
How long
is
is
pay
this going
that
to take you to
invoice.
get it off?
It won't take long, mate. Just pay the money and we'll go. Simple as that, mate. Could have done this weeks ago.
I paid this money, mate.
You
I
haven't,
paid this money.
mate.
You know what? $450.
That's the one, mate.
This is just ridiculous.
You paid it though, ain't
I
you?
don't even know you've got time.
It
We
worked.
haven't, mate.
I don't know you've got time.
That's the sad thing about it. We haven't got time to mess around with people like you, mate. I'm sick to death of people
Right,
not
you said,
paying.
get it done.
Thanks,
You've got
mate.
the money now. Go on, right.
You got your money now. He knows he didn't pay him. He's lying his ass off. He will be paying him twice if you already paid him. So get that money. Fuck that dude. That's the way to do it. He didn't call the cops, did he? Called his fucking bluff. And gotta finish it off with this one. America's new sweetheart, Margot Robbie, went super viral this week for just being adorable and communicating with a hearing impaired fan very fluently in sign language.
Margot! Margot, just this one, please. Margot! Margot, just this one. Margot, give us away. Margot!
So people have been posting this everywhere. They're like, oh my God, she's so down to earth. She's so endearing. She knows sign language. And I can understand why people think that. But those of you who are not as versed in sign language as I am might not realize this, but she's being super racist right now. Super racist. Just real disappointed in you, Margot. Hey, Margot. And that is my heroes list. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's read the super chats. If you bail out, please hit the like button before you go. I would appreciate it. But stick around for the after party because we still got a whole nother 20 minutes of show. Cole James, what up, Cole? Woo, woo! You get a train whistle? No, not really. She wasn't really being racist. I was just making a joke, folks. I don't do sign. Obviously, I'm doing this kind of bullshit. I don't know what the fuck sign language is. Anyway, how are subs donated, distributed? Thanks. I think it randomly does it. I think when somebody donates subs, it just does it fucking randomly to whoever. So that's the answer. What up, Yarb? Thank you, Yarb. Superhero Yarb. Doing the socialism, you gotta love that. And are we hating on Barbie? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's good. And Cole James got a woo-woo and free thinking secularist. Already read that. Dave Coyle, rest well, Shinehead. Nothing compares to you. I know her name is Sinead, okay? I know how to pronounce her name, but I call her Shinehead because it's funny, it's cute. It's our nickname for each other. I cried laughing hearing those small town lyrics. What's pretty funny? I did enjoy that. Every once in a while, Facebook has a banger. YT Wonder, $10 or 10 pounds, even better. Take me to Pound Town, YT Wonder. Dim Tool, Matt Damon. Thank you, Maximus. Oh, Steve Fitch. Woo, Steve Fitch. Coming in big with $50. Now I'm going to read your shit in my ASMR voice, Steve. Hey, Dusty. Love the show. The show loves you there, Steve. I have a quick question. Ask away, buddy. Have you ever seen the soap suds roll down the crack of a gentleman's ass and thought, damn, I'd love to get some of that? I have not. I have never had a sexual encounter with another man before, but doesn't mean I wouldn't. I might let a dude suck my dick if I'm into it. You never know, guys. And thank you, Steve. Appreciate you. Very generous. There's no fighting in the war room, says Michael Reich. I know, right? All about peace in the war room. Is that Dr. Strangelove? 2023, people discovering sky stuff. I know, right? Looking up for the first time. Urban Mass, Gen X, and Boomers never valued health, and we're reaping the rewards of their neglect. Hey, I'm D-Generation X. I think we're aging pretty gracefully. I think it's the other generation we should blame. Parker, what's up, Parker? Hey, Dusty, hope you're doing well and doing good. I ended up holding down a root at work, so I'm going to have a fixed schedule finally. Next check, you get hell yeah. I am so proud of you, Parker. You deserve it. You worked hard, buddy. You put yourself out there, and you deserve good things in your life. I love you, and I appreciate you. We're proud of you. And Cole James, whoop, whoop, hell yeah. Love me some Cole James. I'm going to name my kid after you, Cole. Annoyed Dave, good show tonight. Genuinely enjoyed it. Hey, I genuinely enjoyed hanging out with you guys. It's an honor to be able to perform for you guys. This is my dream come true, and just thank you guys for supporting me. Let me do it. Wow, says Parker. Wow to you, Parker. Cat's knocking shit over. What the fuck even was that? Oh, that was my burner eye. I hope you didn't turn it on. Tunisia, $10. Dank Hill, minus the underscores, is my band. All right, Dank Hill. It's like Hank Hill, but Dank. I get it. We are on Facebook, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. Here's more money because we love you, and thanks for listening. When you have a second, all right, I'm going to check out some Dank Hill on the SoundCloud. Let's see what happens if I try to pull it up. Hey, there it is, Dank Hill. You guys think about propane and propane accessories? I like your little faux Hank Hill. He's dank as fuck. All right. All right, I can get into it. That's something music I would like. Music made by Robits. Cat cam, please. I can't put a cat cam in yet until I fix up the cat room. Because it's fine for cats, but it's not super nice in there, and I don't want people to make fun of me. So I'll fix it up. I'll do it. We're getting the roof fixed. The Mexicans, I'm not racist for saying they're Mexican, because they are, in fact, Mexican from Mexico. They've been working all week. They're fixing up my roof, so we're getting there. Mitch needs to be at home, not in the Senate. Agreed. It's sad. Anything else pop up? Woke, says MJ. What up, MJ? Go Fat. Big Black Corvette, get the 10. Cult Lesson memberships along with Yarb. You guys are so generous. Everybody give them love. If you got a free Cult membership, be sure to tune in to the after party taking place right now after the show. We got a whole nother section we're going to do. I got a bunch of slow news week, another 20 minutes of show coming at you. So be sure to sign up on Patreon or join the Dust Buddies. All of you guys get access. I got to go put the after party on the Patreon because it didn't show up for some reason. I got to do that right now. And then we'll be back to do the after party. So tune into that. The rest of you guys, please, hit the like button before you go. Please tell your friends about the show. Please subscribe. Hit the bell. Donate in the super thanks if you're watching the replay. Also, another great way to donate if you don't do that. In the description of this video is my PayPal. And PayPal takes less of a cut than YouTube. So if you want to donate through PayPal, that's a great way to send money. I definitely could use it. And I appreciate it in advance. And I'll be back Friday. Hey, it's only another day. And I'll be right back with the world's greatest show. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. The rest of you, I'll see you at the after party right now. Love the shit out of you. Have a good Thursday. See you guys Friday. As always, till next time, logic, fuck yes. Here's The Answer by Dusty Smith. Yeah, send Dogecoin. Dogecoin, or whatever the fuck it is. Sinead equals Brainwire for Truth. Didn't be bought, yep. Love me some Sinead. Bye, P.P. LaRue. Bye, John Bliss. Bye, Your Majesty. Love you. Let me alone. Tater Cole. What's up, Sergey? God Pride. Phoenix Risen. Geronimo. Tucker Carlson. Space Jesus.